is Shelby Stanley, and this is my speech for oral communications class. I'm going to show you my audience. Beginning the work week can be a difficult task. Every day working your hardest and putting forth your best effort, knowing that it not only benefits your company, but it benefits you as well. Come payday on Friday, the work that you've put in that week has literally paid off. The feeling of being compensated by a paycheck is not only rewarding, but also vital to sustain the effort that you put in every single week. Now imagine come Friday when you look at your paycheck and it says $0.00. Now, after the paycheck fiasco, imagine it's been a tough 4 years of hard work put forth to a company and it's time for you to resign. You've generated countless thousands, even millions of dollars for this company, and on your way out the door, your boss hands you a $30,000 bill. How would you feel about that? That is exactly what is happening to our college athletes nowadays. Hard work earns no reward but universal fame with no financial backing. Purely just debt. Today I will discuss with you the cruel injustice that is done to our student athletes nowadays, known as the lack of financial compensation. I will discuss with you amateurism, financial statistics describing tuition, debt, and scholarships, college athletic revenues, where the profits go, and what is being done to legalize player compensation. I'll begin by discussing amateurism. Amateurism is the biggest argument for people who are against player compensation. The dictionary defines amateurism in 3 different ways. They state, is a person who engages in an art, science, study, or athletic activity as a pastime rather than as a profession, an athlete who has never accepted money or who accepts money under restrictions specified by a regulatory body for participating in a competition, or one lacking the skill of a professional as in an art. As Scott Minto, the director of San Diego State University's sports business program would say, college has become a minor league for the pros. And I would like to ask the question, who decided the skill level? Who's to say that certain college athletes aren't as valuable as certain pro athletes? Now, I'm not sitting up here saying that every college athlete is a superstar and they deserve $1 million contract that the pros get, but they do deserve something more than nothing. The idea of amateurism is outdated and irrelevant in the multi-billion-dollar business that is sports today, especially when these so-called amateurs are putting their physical bodies on the line so we can have countless hours of entertainment. Let's move on to explore the financial side to player compensation. Tuition and debt factor greatly into the push for player compensation. A CNN Money report stated that the average tuition for a 4-year public institution is $22,000 per year. Another CNN report stated that the average debt upon graduating from a 4-year public institution is $27,000. I hope that the college experience and the degree that was worked so hard for will land that graduate a job that is great enough to pay off a $27,000 bill. Scholarships may help, but the ones that are being offered for the athlete, are they fair and just? Lynn O'Shaughnessy wrote an article titled, 7 Things You Need to Know About Sports Scholarships. It broke down some compelling facts. They said that there were 138,000 Division I and Division II athletic scholarships available. Sounds like a lot, but when you break it down, it really isn't. For example, right now there are 1 million boys playing high school football. Out of those 1 million boys, there's only about 19,000 scholarships available. Statistically speaking, that's not very much. Another statistic is that there are over 600,000 girls participating in track and field, and they're all fighting for a group of only 4,500 available scholarships. The average scholarship is $10,500. And that money isn't even guaranteed because annually schools are mandated to reevaluate the scholarship need basis for each student. So even if you got the $10,500 the first year, that money's not guaranteed for your next 3 years of college. Unfortunately, the vast majority of student athletes will not get the fair scholarships that they deserve. and they'll graduate with debt. Let's look at how much revenue the college athletics actually produces. The CNBC wrote an article called How College Athletes Could End Up Getting Paid Like the Pros. This article sheds light on why there has been massive outcries for player compensation. The articles reference the revenue amounts from TV broadcasts and merchandise. The article stated that there was $2 billion produced in TV broadcasts just in 1 year. The article also stated that for merchandise sales, such as hats, t-shirts, jerseys, shoes, and video games, in 1 year, there was $4.6 billion earned on college athletes alone. The average school scholarship only being $10,500 out of a potential $7 billion annual revenue market, where's the rest of that money going? I took 3 random schools and 1 random sport, the 2012 men's basketball revenue from Texas, Alabama, and Auburn. In 1 season, for 1 year, that individual school, each of them, earned millions of dollars in revenue, just for that sport alone. Texas, $16 million, Alabama, $11 million, Auburn, $9 million. With the average scholarship only being $10,500, and they're bringing in millions of dollars for just that one sport alone, again, where is this money going? To reference Scott Minto again, Texas A&M earned $37 million in media endorsements when Johnny Manziel won the Heisman Trophy. Johnny Manziel earned not a dime. There's a lot of money to be had in the world of college athletics, so let's see who's banking on the athletes' efforts. Now, I'm not saying that the college coaches are soaking up all of the money, but they definitely are getting luxury benefits. Again, I took 3 random schools. In this study, we look at the total athletic budget for the year, the football revenues, football expenses, and coach salary. The interesting thing about all 3 of these statistics is that Alabama and Ohio State revenued $40 million more than their expense for that particular program. Texas revenued $70 million for that particular program, and that is just in football endorsements. Obviously, there are a lot of justified reasons supporting player compensation. Let's look at what actions are being taken to legally support the player compensation. According to Mark Koba's How College Athletes Could End Up Getting Paid article, there is a scheduled trial for July 2014. Earlier this year in February, a judge in California allowed it to be moved forward. The former UCLA and NBA forward Ed O'Bannon will be the main spokesperson and will act as the plaintiff on the trial. Interestingly enough, after all of his hard work and efforts with UCLA and in the NBA, he is now a car salesman. Mark Koba states that O'Bannon will be seeking for all college athletes to receive revenues from TV broadcast games and profits on video games and clothing from the merchandise licensing fees. There's no indication on how this trial will end up, or why we had to wait 1.5 years for the trial to even move forward in the courts. But it is pretty clear that player compensation should no longer be withheld. To wrap things up, the argument that players are amateurs and shouldn't get paid is just ludicrous. This is a multi-billion-dollar business that we're talking about, and they can definitely afford to give a little more than what they're giving now in scholarships. Not only is it a selfish business model, but also immoral and corrupt to make money on someone else's hard work and to withhold that money from them. College athletes have worked hard and have the right to their money. College athletes should be paid. Thank you.